kind of assurance?
Assurance, how many people money? So I don't want people down.
Say assurance, Benjamin says assurance. Because if you look at the NPP, it is captured in the budget 2021. I say it's going to take effect in 2022.
Yeah.
So with you, I didn't see a capture in the budget of 2021. It will take effect in 2022. 5 interchanges in Ashanti region, especially in the Kumasi metropolis. Lipano, what now so 3 years or 4 years or cars in assurance then how people. Tell them the reality. What Ashanti people are saying in Ashanti region. This is not the first time. And maybe so Canadians also have your opportunity. It was irrelevant. Let's say, and some trouble for corrupt, I'm telling you.
From questions, who say,
I'm not going to share the propaganda. Also, be unscripted and farmer. Question Obisano from one of ever. And a question we know to beside. Who question Obisai? And much I do about not the swimming fast where the new Patriotic Party told us, if you want to come to this kind of program, you have to send an invitation. The possibility you might ignore the invitation inside. What are they telling you? But say, we want to do serious interrogation. We want to probe our leaders. And can no crampon here, or more crampon who so they are very hard on the government. You have to bring them, you have to convince them.
You will remember this quote: if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. In 2024, dollar is now 15 cedis. The fundamentals are not weak.
The words I can say, so-called senior journalist. A senior journalist should behave as a senior journalist. Who is a senior journalist? You think about the welfare of your people.
This tax reform, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. Why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office?
Abusia for a moment in our Kwaba at the back channel. So, channel did the Solid TV and then the Kaya only a dim punim po said I can subscribe to the channel first. Said I refer or money pint in the car will say, oh, shall now subscribe, oh, shall now subscribe. Channel we see a channel at your day objectivity a year Juma. Your production of the free Ghana can studio a year by the power of the internet by will be a channel content in the air Bawa Kwamu. Medin at the Shaibula CC and a sim kunyan subium. A jebu, a janyan babitu. And I'm penny says Samai. Or so in him bad and who no yan him do fear. Yamana Kwaba near Mother Tom and Divia near Busan Nantesia. Before November 4th, before super delegates and a Ghana 4 and Central 4 wanted to have an access to the vice president and quiz him about the vision for the nation. Or dogging Central 4 now, you want to tell yourself. Dr. Alaji Mamumba Mesubishan Central for Biso Yano Cre, Ebisiano Cre, Ebisiano Cre. Even Sunday Nankatana program about the for air contemplate say Ebe Basso, and answer Embasso. 5 p.m. already you made in share so. Now, always a fallout of and at Nema a course on Abushan for a Sewani and so catcher. Questions need be and Central for Bico Busaye. Any answer, Dr. Mamumba made a mine a pantoma. I said, "We kwa wotia." Now we are who say we Ghana. I said, "We are wotia." Now bokwa from opesa ofi. I said, "We are wotia grandpa." Now so utu TV no. Say obi opeso lead Ghana. Ye wa ho kire won yemfiri no ka kire say. So we yefiri a ho kire we mu a 2025 no. Oba wonya adwuma bi aye. One nim eda nipa bewu. E kina nipa bitime afiri mu. Yeji adena yade sisi a wo say 2025 na 2025 ebetwe ana entry e wo Nyankopon nsem ebusare koko bo say Dr. Bawumia mese ne nsa du ne na du wontimi yihu onye no ye bia ubusane ha ya na ode afa ubusane ha na wan ya na abetoto apapa so abusuafo nipa ben na MPP4 ene ba be she Ghana for coin. As a more trust or more packaging, but with this engagement, and I suppose you know, and as I expose you know, may Chamwa Bana Franko the hater about become at the facts and figures at the Ababe argument. May Basisia.
Finally, my family is free because of Rome Villa Estate. Yes, this estate is responsible for selling affordable litigation-free lands that have electricity, water, and accessible roads. I am so happy.
For Franko the hater about Franko Aquaba.
When I shall have a CC, that is saying, no, no,
this one way,
we can name fully packed.
Yeah.
fully packed from
NDC,
Saturday, Sunday,
manifesto.
Bawumia.
Strategic was this say you find make kata NDC man.
That is what I think. Any politics, strategic. Any ati won't mean your opponent ideas all year. Even football, obi on a tactics formation. Call for so any normal. Anytime maybe me catch us NDC for a successful congress or tamale. Idea ba beti almost as a wosoba. To be attention free congress and so how a successful it was will be a year fee any year casa as wosoba. Papa paying for age in a party so. So when it comes to politics, when it comes to ideology, be a call for so normal. And maybe when they say the NPP strategically decided said no, we have to go for this one at this particular moment.
So then this is launch their manifesto.
And I want to say something their own duty
because share me tear Mahama 24-hour economy.
Yes.
The first time Mahama I was impressed with Mahama.
Really?
Yes, or 60 industry.
Yes.
And then the cash run 24-hour economy.
Yes.
A team a year you
Yes.
say see industry bit man point nipa 3,000, 2,000, 1,000 they go.
Yes.
And now cause all the fight unemployment what we are fighting. Now your companies are offering nipa 10, 20 so I fight. Say Jatanya no one and they can.
And they say, the problem I have with the NDC is say anytime John Dramani Mama brings out a policy or a program, Mama needs to be church and Nadim. Tiasami you, Mama will be church and Nadim. Now if you look at big men in the NDC, and so with me church no more. I didn't mention and say anytime they are attacking the Kufado government, anytime they are attacking government, you could see the young guys and if you know what NDC know, they are able to attack them, do constructive criticisms, but their own programs somewhere. Also, to be convincing the ordinary Ghanaian, they can't convince us.
Wait in a matter. And
I can get a position as I know
that a brewer.
Me say, Obi, I won't have me so, and this manifesto my answer may be zooming. So, shall we bet you up on me?
In fact, I watched portion of the manifesto. In fact, Mahama did very well about the 24-hour because or say pharmaceutical industry run it 24 hours economy. Let me tell you something. Saying giant pharmaceutical company, a drug to say federal government, and UK made a drug, but India for produce be. Share India population, or what means producer do a sop maybe basin. If you run a 12-hour economy, you can do it. That just a 24-hour economy. And that's when they a large chunk of the Ghanaian youth.
They need to come and convince me. Say, I want to get the MPP manifesto. Shabu, say no, we don't have I'll get the manifesto of the MPP. I'll get the manifesto of the NDC. I'll get the plan of Franko. I want to go through the three. Mechanism, maybe an inconsistency, maybe a trouble, maybe a propaganda war, maybe a positive and negative. We go into it. We will make sure that the ordinary Ghanaian have not take informed decision ahead to this kind of elections. I'm telling
Franko, Bawumia, along lines, Abaso.
Yes.
Kind of first impression, and say.
The other kind. Now, the NPP Abaso. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Abaso. One, even getting the courage to even meet the press. Even getting the courage. I shall bless you. You met the press. See, you don't they don't want to be interrogated. Who are a leader? Or that's a man for coming to questions. See, we are born on the baby. And I make one in some can. One in some it comes back to hand the person. Sometimes the party doesn't want to open up. Open the back when they label him to be a pathological liar. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Really?
But I wasn't also impressed with it.
What you say?
And so you to tell us, say, your boss, Akufo, they can't say, or a cocaine dealer.
Yes.
The case Akufo, the medra.
Yes.
Mahama, a governor of a Shawan. But they say, oh, you like a cow.
And it cause for a problem. See, so we would do as a leader. Only consistent, there's inconsistencies about you. Then you take it at a lighter note. It's a serious matter. Let's go.
Frank, in the first place,
yes.
And some job from Koye, how they were selected,
yes.
Yeah, Basi woman from Bono,
yes,
Ashanti, Central, Koye.
Yes.
Did that affect the quality of the question?
Yes. If you listen, you program in your house, me, maybe I make me so plan conform can crew we are some job for number one. Let's say and some job for me number one, and I'm going to explain to you. What they are calling, say you are even trying to even limit it. One, the New Patriotic Party told us, say, if you want to come to this kind of program, you have to send an invitation. So remember, Me no a man for me, a man for person. I want to ask questions on their behalf. No, I have to send an invitation. The possibility you might ignore the invitation is high.
I didn't maybe no.
Shabula is me. Wouldn't be. Yanam Koma and a Franko. I'm off for your program. What your program? Some no good part in this animal. And they feel and think that there are some kind of questions. Even Baka could be president might even create problems. So be your invitation a acceptance one or offer.
Yeah.
Acceptance the person can ignore or accept it. Any parliament might say, Shabula sees the jack. Anytime there is no speaking good about us. Maybe Shabula is doing constructive criticism, always hard on the government. So any person never be critical problems.
I've spoken with some of our senior journalists. They were complaining that most of their invitations were being declined.
Make a want it. And make a choice. What the tomb says, Siana, they will not say Shabula Sisi. Meba, Boame, who shall come in?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you for vice? Are you running mate for no? No, paying for the being free.
Oh, baby.
What are they telling you?
Oh, so must say there's an attack on the government, there's an attack on the candidate.
Yes. What do I know? Thank you.
And we don't come to Franko, must say, okay, tell me, say, oh, yeah, I mean, Marco, come for question, yeah, but now make me show you for cancer.
And meaning say, they're able to identify the two of us, say, you're problematic. Send the invitation 3,000 times or making on it 3,000 times. But say, we want to do serious interrogation. We want to probe our leaders. And can no company here. Or more company who they are very hard on the government. You have to bring them, you have to convince them. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. Yet, Shabula is in Austin. But what's the person your program? No one's a Shabula is no Yadano. Bra, come and ask me any question you want to ask me. They selected few and confer they feel and think that they love them. Or make me they bring them on board. Shabu, take this from me. There's a difference between a gift. There's a difference between a solid and there's a difference between a bribe. Okay. Yet, Shabu says who tell 200 Ghana cedis as a gift, a normal gift for me. So that's what I make. So now tell me 5,000 as a gift. It goes beyond the gift.
Yeah.
Some gifts are bribe.
Yeah.
Some solid are bribe. See, shall call the first of a crowd. You don't want to pass a echo. That's one conduct who you need to be extremely difficult for you to come back.
Yeah.
Maybe I will one and you see some trouble in him say, let's be honest. And that is why I have a problem with journalists in this town.
I do have evidence to that.
Oh, Sabula, we say we have 20,000. I'm 100 million. I can get it. Me see, they beg you 25,000. They look at a hierarchy of system. They look at your level, your caliber. And they give you the kind of thing they want to give you. I'm telling you. I know what I'm telling you. And we share back on one and our panel. And to me, who sends some 12 fire delegates, I have problem with them. Charles is still. Nipa ba kutu ko 20,000. Obe ya no na ko 7 months 8 months in Pianica. How can you come on radio and do constructive criticisms? And the man you want say Bawumia cast and some for are you not surprised? No, are you not surprised? And some time you represent the people. You speak the mind of the ordinary Ghanaian.
Obi say won to me anya this is here. Now go some
say. See as what make you. Me me tia Shabu. The reason why a lot of people watch me when they say they see us to be objective and sincere. Objective. Me, who besides we could do questions when I can person bisano. Sometimes you even listen to the kind of questions. The word Sabu can say Jaika. So-called senior journalist. So-called senior journalist. A senior journalist should behave as a senior journalist. Who a senior journalist are? You think about the welfare of your people. You ain't do call, you know. You're so connected with questions. I'm not going to share the propaganda. Also be unscripted and farmer. Just not okay, was so be unscripted and farmer. Question Obisano, if from one or ever, and a question we know to beside. Who question Obisano? Who question Obisano? And much I do about not the swimming fast were a wine. And I was really surprised. I'm telling me, say, almost our level, Shabula CC Solid TV, what's I hear more Ash FM, what's our way be our man Tim Jack, Shabula CC 20,000. They try to look at your weight. And some job for a power program. Shabula CC, me say, make him praising me or a baron your shade. Me say, and some job for a corrupt, I'm telling you. From questions, you say, every day one who say yes, the guy, oh, there's a
true. You when the fundamental
Bakubu Bisa say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should identify 2 key failures.
Yes, yeah.
So that be on the character of a manifesto. It is an intent, motive. Quite have personal fast so yabi.
Me about Franko. 3 questions came from Ashanti region. First one, Kwame Dinkra.
Obisa then.
Kwame Dinkra essay ring road and some interchange be. Ashanti region.
Yes.
Abano Dr. Bawumia on my assurance. And that guy back who take it from when you said it.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, so without question. What chacha?
We can't on a power so. Oh, my congratulations.
And I henny of some pa. Also, Kubisa said, less we should be let's see. But maybe we have a question.
Another question was in relation to the flat rate.
Yes.
Flat rate. Yeah. So we be kind. Question Obisa, from my point of view, she asked a very good question, and I'm going to explain to you. The NPP are telling us, say, Omoba import duties is going to be flat. Yeah. Flat. Tishabula CC, be a flat rate of 10%.
Yeah.
Tishabula CC the normal buy 10%. I want the NPP to convince me. Mwame. Same fans will be the car 40 feet container bar. No, be the 4 feet 40 container bar. Are we going to have a different components? Are we going to have a different tax rate? As well as just say
flat rate be at 10%. Yeah. Say be a 1 billion, 10% 1 billion. Or say 100 billion, 10% of 100 billion.
Are we being fair? Are we being fair? Engines, you look at the quality and the quantity and
the price.
And the price. As a man here can say. So the NPP Octane was say, they know how to deal with it. Maybe spare parts for it, money or money away for it. So do don't tell me say it's a flat rate.
Yeah.
Tell me, be honest. Angel made us a manifesto, try to be open. You tell the Ghanaians the reality, it's the same at the end. Always, they will tell back when say, almost promo be, we say terms of the condition apply. Thank you. That is what they are telling us. You cannot convince me. So we'll be a first spare pass the bar, and we'll be a force with the ban. And so we need 10% flat rate. I don't get it.
So that girl question. Nice question.
Yes.
The answer was
I wasn't convinced about that.
You have not comedy guidance.
Interchanging. You see, Kwame or Ghana or someone issue. Oh, he's a senior journalist. Assurance ben will pay.
Because say
assurance ben.
No koso kuta mo kwata.
Say
amokwata be kan kire say on my 5 interchange.
Yes.
But Kwame the guest started say no any question.
It's not your question. And you see, sometimes I have problem with these senior journalists. Question could be say, Jenny Kai, assurance ben say the man. What kind of assurance?
Assurance who may be money so. To a lot of people
say assurance, assurance. Because if you look at the NPP, it is captured in the budget 2021. Or say it's going to take effect in 2022.
Yeah.
So with you, I didn't see a capture in the budget of 2021. It will take effect in 2022. 5 interchanges in Ashanti region, especially in the Kumasi metropolis. Nipano, what now so 3 years or 4 years or cars in assurance then our people. Tell them the reality. What Ashanti people are saying in Ashanti region. And you see, man, this was the first time. And maybe so Canadian also has also your opportunity. And could be said, the question, it was irrelevant. You see, I did how a month for Ashanti region. You go, then you tell them. Now they can get solutions.
So as a month for an issue, you got the opportunity. Because this is a question. Quote to Amwakwata, quote to Kenufurata.
Me say, Kona Okon. They are going to ask questions. That questions are of selfish interest. Questions will be sending your question. It will benefit the ordinary Ghanaian. So when you back someone say yes, you are hating it. He doesn't care. On 3 sides, or bizarre questions. As a question, when I'm person bizarre. Listen to what the lady asked the vice president.
Yeah, question video now. Franko,
Mr. Vice President, you will remember this quote: "If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you." And as at the time you were making this statement, a dollar to CD was 3 cedis and above, or about 3 cedis, 4 cedis, right? Thank you. 2024, a dollar to a cedi is 15 Ghana cedis. About 15 Ghana cedis. Okay, over 15 Ghana cedis. Thank you. How do I explain this to my mother, a cocoa seller, that in 2014 the fundamentals were weak? In 2024, where dollar is now 15 cedis, the fundamentals are not weak, but the prices of goods and services are high today.
Yeah, Franko.
Yes.
Video legend yes. From Metro TV. Yes. Obisa Dr. Bawumia said, "Tamana dollar.
Thank you.
I 1 cedi, 4 cedis to $1.
Thank you.
You can say when the fundamentals are weak,
yes.
Yes. And the dollar 15 cedis.
Yes.
On Dr. Mobe the methodology or the Quabontini, Aquaco convince or mammy and on not talking.
Shall we? The lady Obisa question I don't know, but I doff my heart for the girl.
But that Metro TV girl.
Me quack penny number craft friend or cry. I'm telling you. What chance for a ass and to look at the big men over there. Always you sit on radio. No can send the Messia president, vice president. Nipo also the policies, banning programs about out can send the what to me sanity. And no man win here, and a man for Bisa, no man win here. Look at this young girl. Straight bullet for the man. One and your opposition, who can say, and I catch a Franko the hit a song called campaign, can chairman for CM Top and Farmer MPP. If the fundamentals are the essential to expose you. Shabu, never Paco Fiado. Yeah. Never party that be a mechanic, simple part dear. Baby will be an infant currency, one from Uncle Squanko. My father told me one thing. Was say, if a technocrat wants to deceive you, he confuses you.
If a technocrat wants to deceive you, yes, he confuses you. Now, let's go back in 2016. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia said, if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. We never heard Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia talking about fiscal policies. We never heard say a GDP is and he was straight, explicit, emphatic. And the person at that material moment, if you look at dollar night, it's around 3.8, 3.9. John Dramani Mama is a super incompetent leader. It's either Ghana found Tom and Frontier or John Dramani Mama. Yeah. Sometimes nobody was looking at any indicators. Just make catch no indicators because what's now catch that day. He wasn't giving us indicators. And then I catch us say if already if Mahmoud Bawumia is able to convince him to convert and come and says our general will come it's a serious matter. Yeah. So we are some you who take the question will be Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is very smart. And smart now he wanted to confuse us. Again, the question it was straight. Was say, "Kwame so bit more first watch church and watch any man." I would do. Underline word and say, "Kwame bit more first watch church and man or you illiterate, or you naive, or you ignorant about the economy." So indicators no one tells you. Kwame so bit more first watch church and man. As again the question as I did our panel. Yeah. What be about the cover? What the cover fiscal policy? What the cover number? I don't know one tells you. And or the big when is one tells you. Fiscal policy. Never know to you, but defend fiscal policy.
No man, I question and to chat to. I will be in a shop or 20 G. Where is name no man. Who got fiscal policy to a question and town? Tiasia. Tell me more. Who got growth for one Tiasia? GDP on Tiasia. The ordinary Ghanaian wants to know. A year in Tinabella moving from 4.2 to 16 Ghana cedis.
Calculation, they say.
Good. A year day.
Obediana another name, and then the
thank you, my brother. Thank you. And I'd also be free senior high school. And I'm a quack I mean, doesn't need any technical ways. You relate it to it. Tell me more. But then I may be sound. Our person confusing me, you know. What should I call for GDP, fiscal policy, new rating, and I'm ready. Mamma mia, question and tell Mamma what Tiba Sigils and their warrior Jumano. Quamba on fiscal policy, maybe. A businessman, oh, no, Juma. That businessman in your school. But what might be a lot of companies, what be a lot of branches now. Nippon or the GDP fiscal policy near the person wants you to convince him. The entire dollar moving from 4.2 to 16 Ghana cedis. Give him the fabric, the ordinary point view, man, and Tiasia. And that's what I make out Tiasia.
Franko, there was this question on Nippon Kutu Bawumia. Yes. Was it teachers are suffering, yes, nurses are suffering, yes, Kayu are suffering, yes, and journalists are suffering. Yes. What's about Bawumia? And yes, Yahuchiri, yes, and all you say. And was say, I know question how change you womb na Russia Ukraine COVID-19. But I know much share pa the free education. And I can't hold us to clear school fees. And I almost share pa and a no to traffic, every new health insurance. With me It drone to me deliver moja, drone to me deliver past question. Ever can hold chamber more.
Or cast us and no now you're convinced. But some trouble with bomb some more. As some okay, you won't convince me. We are suffering more than under John Dramani, Mama. Let's be open, let's be explicit, let's be sincere. Young can come young people, mechanical credit. Why you bring Ghana? It is more than when John Dramani Mama was the president.
But also, say Muhammad Tamano. Now, what you but no to school fees. Yes, but we says I would sell school fees in the Shabra is my main customer. May see in any civilized country, in any country, unemployment rate to work from. Now, man for net your papa. They don't think about free senior high school. As a mechanic, the person can derive what he wants, product or pen or obey. Meaning, say, solid before 200,000. Make me be bad and now could school 8,000 Ghana cedis. That's how I make a chono. Tell me, yeah, free senior high school, yeah. But the man can say now that's a blessing. See, I've said, you tell me, may manage now could school and person of the Neko. Whereby the thing is not affecting me. But because a lot of politicians who have been money and they think about their selfish and personal interests, no, always they want the masses to control to them. So that's what I can do. So no free senior high school nearby, yeah. Free senior high school, go and check prospectus among foot here. Prospectus. Who be driving Shabu Sisi? And I will be. So you were not impressed with that answer.
Now what are you coming? They should tell us the rules and policies, programs, or what they are a year amount for their free. If he doesn't know, and that under John Dramani near talking to 2 cities. And another bank of Kufana, not talking to 5 cents. First, look at 30 Ghana to different who to be told. And then you have 100 Ghana cities. And then another may catch us say. So for them now, so the mood now, and want to do a layman's point of view calculations. John Dramani Mama was better than we have and another Kufana. And I'm going to explain to you. Then may catch us say, under John Dramani Mama, the minimum wage is 8 cities, 80 pesos. And about 18 cities, 80 pesos. Say the 10 cities, Naka, and I don't money, Mama, Shabra Sisi. Okona Kotom Mubaga, 5 close, it was around 40 to 45 Ghana. Yeah. If you multiply 27, multiply by 8.8, and more around 450 something or something. And no crown Polishabu, would make Tom more pound what you coffee. Yeah. And minimum wage, there was a minimum wage, then to cash with 500 Ghana cities. More now would in the bag, you say.
7 something. And
I don't Dramani Mama, and some of my woman no make you. And I don't Dramani Mama, a liter of flour was 4 Ghana cities. So you should come, yeah. Oh, you should come in the and not 4 cities. And a mama, what are you do for them? What are you for? 3.9. What are you for? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. You're 4. Multiply 4 by 4, and 1 gallon is 16 Ghana cities. This after wait more to 16 Ghana cities. Gallon, and that's how can we use to nowadays. We have about 65 to 70 Ghana cities to buy the same food. I said, 1 cup be 9 Ghana cities. Me say, go and check. And meanwhile, the conference there were 2 questions at Bawumia Yanwa. A man for say, a Yakufu the Tete or Bio Product, ne papa legacy, National Cathedral. What's it saying? Or say, yes, National Cathedral bar, or pay stakeholders, no more barbe yet, the National Cathedral, a buying seeker, taxpayers' money. Anna banking killer best or say Muhammad take bank system. I think the mama say what's that? What share a Japan document now? We have banking system and near me kum. A be say Kufa the 3rd term and about me baby. Yes. Now I'm don't quiet national cathedral. Ghana for Kawasem. What's our real Kusoba over to us? Whammy. Another it's ye. Now papa about Ghana a quay. Now papa and my menu and a ras and the Austin or so near your meeting. No, I can't change or quite Butribi or Maryland, Corner or come, or feel comfortable, say, or dear Mamma Masha blesses in Ashwa, and then a catcher. Sir, men of it may use me. Thank you. Go and listen to the running mate when they were doing the unveiling of the manifesto. Tiasa can say, way back in 2011, and I do 2 a.m. Wada, and I could find money secret in the Bonnepo, or quite now could find the canteen, no could find the Suamara. Oba no touch the Kufa will catch and say, or more, and the next generation will come and take over. Name him corner or corner, or persuading the teacher Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and that's all moon Dr. Matupuku Premier, then a catcher. Because Sanko for no comfortable in dealing with them. Or persuaded the teacher will be other the person wants to still manipulate the system. Still, what about if the person is trustworthy? Trustworthy. So be a papa be a person make Kijana bad action in the Chibatabasa. Meba papa so bobra papa naso wokoa. Woka so wudi jaras obi no ni problem. Anawni. But so wo so no wa ba bon wa money ye. No bra bon e tanya. Wokasa wudi jawra some people have problem with you.
But the Baba Katawachi.
Thank you. Everybody did the bonibi, open some man for that katakata wachi the man. So if you listen to the critically on that day, means Akufo-Addo from 2011 was consistently consistent, living his legacy, living his ideology, the BBA to refer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That's what can you do? And to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so ba Nasa Katidan, a bicycle idea with Meboa into a day over Twasso. A Honan and Kessa Ghana forms of Mahmoud Bawumia is a serious person. Onena Akufo-Addo ditro. When Akufo-Addo ditro, Shabla Sisi. The also one was arguing, was say, we are not going to use government money to finance national cathedral. Akufo-Addo catch say, I didn't be here penny assassin. Now, you know what I say, and the judges say, so do us a mass with court 20.
Yeah.
Judges are the
Judges landed in court.
Judges are the law
Lies
in their bosom. Now they're also going to court. And it's a serious matter. Or more 10 say. What the bomb transit here was they also going to court. Why? Thank you. To bottom you have to turn young. So there's a problem. But you can't catch us a national cathedral. But we are not judges for one. You see, a pass as in the say you have $50 million. $50 million.
Obi, the first time I share Kevin Taylor, I was impressed and he said, when it's on the part, there's a minimum Mahama.
Yes.
Some Mahama to me take power.
Yes.
Nasa Cathedral.
Yes.
Assassin.
Yes.
On Kwaji. No one see the biggest children hospital in West Africa.
And it's so bad. And it's
now one demonstrating check Ghana for say.
But also no. John Dramani Mama should not also land himself into a problem. He should not land also himself into a case. Sasay. One, that I think Akufo-Addo is extremely dangerous. My man fighting cause who? Shall I see? Another. Some catch or say, maybe me young couple with the come up. Some bar me tough for them and young couple. One, the kind of God I'm talking about, you don't know. That's why I make a tony. Young couple corner make you don't know. You my mom for what you book Christ to the bonny.
Yeah.
You my son from the Christ to the bonny wa. Or book Christ to go to pass and no matter.
Yeah.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, one, in the manifesto of the New Patriotic Party in 2016, it wasn't captured in the manifesto of the NPP. Said they are going to build a national cathedral. One. That's what I make a tone. We and another Akufo-Addo one can your person. So the kind of relationship, the pledge, and the promise between another Akufo-Addo and young couple, you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Secondly, the time say curse when we say Bible say, so would you try? I did change and couple did try the change, what did try the change me?
Yeah.
One, another Akufo-Addo did try change now, including Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Including us for dinner, or catch us, we are not going to use state funds.
Yeah.
You need to state funds to build the national cathedral. Also, it's going to be based on donation and individual will in the national cathedral. Now, what the auditor general me over 339 million Ghana cedis. Yet the room. Just one make a channel. Yet the room. One, what did touch Ghana for? What did touch young couple?
So, Franko, I did about a second Mahama bait me Buddha. I'll even do an open campaign for him. So, Oba, in some budget, the Parliament, or person with yes, not Parliament approval. Yes. Why now? Okoyi says can or Mansika the call.
National Cathedral.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Ken Oforiatta gave a direction to their controller accountant general. Ken Oforiatta.
No, the controller can also look to maybe a Bank of Ghana.
Make National Cathedral. Go and check. Controller accountant general. LPS can be. And it is a direct issue. Coming from that time.
So, exactly what powers does he have said?
What's that? On Mansika. Shabla Sisi. Nipa MPs, 82 MPs, they want them to take him out of position. Akufo-Addo ready. It tells you how powerful and strong he is. When the NPP was in opposition, and one more than the moment, when they got $2 million for campaign.
Okay, for that.
Thank you. So there are some people they are untouchable. You can't tie them. You can't tie them. So if you look at the national cathedral, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should not assume any cares for himself. Remember, Mahmoud Bawumia says. So
stakeholder, major stakeholders.
To work in the ferry. Major stakeholders to do that. Some stakeholders no more can corporate settings for no. I'm asking a question.
What's the about the national asset? National asset. Tourism.
National asset.
Tourism.
There's misapplication and misappropriation. Shabla says discover enough for course idea when the choir the from misappropriation, you have issues with you. That's not make me. Akufo told us point blank. Sada no kasa sa na asofo fo wo. Bible say ba bia nipa mienu na asem yen sa be hye o mi din mu no. No mu Kristo wo bi ti asem ye ko Bible za na nyame abofo kra ho. Ah shabu me say ade ya ne Ghana ho. Nyame ahirae. Whereby you have a national chief imam who doesn't believe in the cardinal principles of Christianity, who doesn't believe in the doctrines of Christianity, paid 50,000 Ghana cedis. That's why I make a tour. Okay, see, I'm fancy national cathedral. Reason being that what we're saying, you live my unity. Let's say, my sorry, you know, hobby, me, my sorry, Opokunina. The Church of Pentecost, no, dark word knows, Mensa Otabelmo, or Professor Duncan Williams. I suffer the Donald get no Mudana, we are suffering. Get no Mudana. Obviously, transparency is a problem. I suffer, I suffer. It's one about Jai. Dark word knows a Jai. Duncan Williams, they have a name to protect. I must say, one, Osha architecture work and the Christ come with the is a problematic community. Secondly, if you look at the intent, there's a difference between the Sabbath, so yeah, you. The intent motive out there, you. If it is a direct opposite of the thinking of the people, you have issues. As of for some catch you almost say, and you're Ghana seeker, any of the business cathedral, and your donation willingly amount for Nyangopa or more person or more president moves out this kind of vision. Meboa. But almost on Tiasie, send another down for their basic and easy. Franko, but say a video where the
other issue was that we wanted to do these tax reforms, import duty, flat tax, tax amnesty, and so on. But why don't I do it now? And why do I want to? I must have a manifesto. Otherwise, if I do everything now, if I could, what would I do when I come into office?
Rome Villa Estate Semen Cancho say on Sass Papa Egu and can oibi. Na Rome Villa Estate in Sassano. Yet on a baku, yet on muni, yet on me and me say, come and build your estate within the Rome Villa Estate. And to open a 4 plot, 5 plot, a boom, net that crown. Now they are mini estate now. A coyanda was assassins and the boss of that form. Baby or per se, or ton, you're the that crown, major road, you're the that be a street, or Barbie assassinina. Now, they can say if you want to do an investment, invest in land. Or because invest in a bank at their chain, and I ain't say maybe Ubisa Kotas, I could be in a police station, a will court, a will be in BP Cosro. But Rome Villa Essence Sassy, Maso Sembia in ya Tron Sassy, many people breathe. Yet the insure and Kania, and ya quiet at the drinking now, and Sassy answer will be for 0592. 223386 0592 223386. But open sa papa mansion na ho dia ay Room Villa Estate. Video ko share ya no. Eye nana ya okese of Peace FM. Ano Musa Dr. Alaji Mamu Bawumia say. Wo so ba obetwa 11 mu bet mu twam. Ene mu obe ye firo. Sa na ofi se ehu hia. Aden na mprempren ukura tumi no wo nye. Ma ehu hin hae. Na Oba 2025 obey. Mamu answer and say. So ye near United see at 2025 to man obey obako jubilee house akwakoda. Onye adwuma ye Franko.
Shala sisi
Franko.
First song. Na ma dem say Kufuor mu mpa na say Mamu Bawumia mamu no ba. Mamu Bawumia so kra so de.
Odo say the campaign no.
Shala sisi. Asema Dr. Mamu Bawumia what you say. It's a serious statement too. It's more than serious danger, a serious thing. I'm telling you. Okay. Obisa MP before now, and you see now, Mamu Bawumia have come to expose them.
Yeah.
Many party for no, he has come to expose them. Obisa the entire year evidence. I went, no, it's a fiscal policy, it's a fiscal year. Yeah, budget in the year, and the court is here now. Yeah, call parliament here, me young way. Yes, about Miana, yes, I try baby, yes, I budget. And I want to ask a question. Timer. None less in Dr. Mamu Bawumia say, Yen to Mala once in Famo. So it was a fiscal year. Yeah, it was a fiscal policy. Yeah, I damn a tear moment, you know. And then Mamu Bawumia to me catch on more assurance was some this kind of below. Was it capturing the budget? There be. There be a mistake. Only a delia. Now we are becoming more discerning. That's what I can't say when you say Jaw am wako. Now the reason why we hey, you see, Asama, they mean said they are good for number deliberate. Deliberate. So how can you tell me say you want to solve and you want to be a bold and come and solve problems? 10 years abla sisi another year adwuma na fa so na yesu na me deputy na bia me de ma dwen be ba bo ma company na fund to my friend na call him abla sisi so woni ho there's no need for me to even do campaign
yeah
anani se am fa say ku for the big money in we bo ma na ya kono and the GDP what form inflation what form interest rate what form Ghana form to say tama and come mood ba me who company class of 275 constituencies to go and do campaign because or say by your deeds you know them so on sanu adwuma da mo ya wo ye and you want say ni parent ma ya adwuma e kon kan ya e very simple shall not see me ba say na dey by ni do pa your TV aba ni we aba na we aba na say me ba enti me afra say me hu ade ya papa mi hu good and you ever say the NPP and another down kwa Kufuado or my yuma yade ya kono kama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you don't need any campaign. But you always sit at your office.
Also feel say for try 11 and we keep betting tax if you are 2025 about it.
And none of you make opposition.
No you answer.
And none of you make opposition. Why are the two major political parties only they are talking about one thing?
Because one answer Bawumia has made it to understand.
Yes.
Advancement is here.
Let me count to say these elections, but they want to play with the mindset of the youth. Now, me can say me say the only way IMF conditionalities. There's only one way I who beat me at way. You want to beat me at way and say a party which is not in power or a movement which is not in power should capture power and go to IMF for renegotiation. That's what I make a show.
So because I could for about me, renegotiation about Mama Diano.
That make a show say. That's why I make a gun near team. For emotions, they pass in tune. Who's the starter? You come and our taxes. Who's the starter? I'm about to boost our taxes. Be a 12 goodness. I know, if I say 12 good. Before we were going for IMF, Ghana need to chase us. Now, in terms of revenue tax, and now it was 15%. 15. You call IMF. They gave us conditions. They say do 24%. And now that no kasi here comes a Ghana, they cut taxes as well. I think they do 17%.
We say 4 months for the 1 month in the multi.
And you send here additional 7% of taxes to get to 24% to get to our peak. Now I'm a food majai.
Now meaning and some of Mokaso Muki.
And none of crash I would assist as an academy. Go and do your checks. The kind of revenue are 11 in the Mabai. Charles, you may say, when I catch you for needing Kulu. Go and do your checks. Is it 8.5 billion Ghana cedis? Within 2018 and 19 or urban, the kind of revenue so Ghana
what's the IMF fund say you could do 24%.
24%, after 17.
No 15. After 2%.
After 17. So we have additional 7% attached to the 17 to make it 24. But ask yourself, I didn't you know more Putin. They pay huge taxes, but they are not complaining.
Because they go to hospital, they enjoy it. They have given good water, good education. If you don't have a job, they will be paid.
Thank you. Another, so we care tax. Near Yama coin Namamia, let me try even 50% of tax. I doesn't feel paid. You know why? Because on my yard, then come, I did in terms of accessibility.
And I won't tell a breach. There's a scandal say, or Baby said that $1 million. So, won't say, Pualumo purpose them. Saying, say, I don't know what is an old. Pualuko Busano, Mons, so half the papa. So,
me say, Shall I see? Now, the 11 days out of my way.
Franko, you don't call you Cocoa. You Busa Dr. Haji Mahmoud Bawumia. Say, Cocoa board for issue be music as or say,
he's not on top of issues. He's not on top of issues. On him, also.
But me, I was a son, so that's a him. Bawumia lectures, no. Will be a one to party, penny be a one to see you be one to Odiano was watching or listening. And a question, there are 10 set of questions. No, a short about the young. So when someone asks you about Cocoa board, your phone is there.
Surprisingly, now one can say, thank you.
You couldn't communicate with the Cocoa board CEO for an answer. Only question, only answer to the question.
Yes, ultimate responsibility lies at the doorstep of the leader. The reason why we voted for Nia Kufuado and said they should be leaders. Every key area you should be on top of matters. Every key area. Let's remember Akufado. Akufado to me class and for could be so one kind.
Franko, I'm class and I'll check. Share. Why are you creating Franko? Who team me?
It's your power.
akuafo a modo koko nyina afi ekwan fa so ebeto koko no mo no nya me so asem
za
reason ne say but last year Ghana exported 690 something metric tons of cocoa. Yet is our cocoa near the international bank for Nika. I'll say Kutria. The coin it meet around 500,000 metric tons. And your face are quite a Pabusiano, also my scanning dedica. They said, I buy a Nessica and Metuku coffee. And your Ghana, Shabla Sisi. Ghana, there be one of Bosabu. I don't know one. I mean, these leaders, they don't thank you. Maybe this is why I have a problem with the MPP. You must say, baby, I did to you, baby, I did. Every blessed day in Parliament, you are preparing yourself to go and look for bail. I find it's a loan. And I tell you, MPP for say, Russia Ukraine war, and I'm not watching about that. I could find a boss to Akosha Zelensky. I catch Zelensky say, oh, yeah, agriculture input our Ghana. Hey, that's easy. Franko,
I see also
cocoa bottom up. World market, 90 million.
9,000 cities.
9,000 cities. Togo for a tom there, I want a Cote d'Ivoire. Almost a Cote d'Ivoire for tom there 6,000.
A bag,
60 million.
So how do they say?
Ghana had a moment 20 million. I almost say, almost 5,000.
Almost smuggle their cocoa.
And your man, almost smuggle everything. And your man, Anna, apart from Galamsin, MPP abanso ko dada kokwa kuafo twam kokso medium o me moment man dia sa youth in forestation egu youth in cocoa bank egu mane ankra na dwan na kuafo na come ho twam do namu and then say cocoa bag say 60 million kwa cocoa kuafo mu ni cocoa no
me say last easy yeah ha nyankopon ya adwa yemu yo manifesto what promises of appendix there
yeah appendix for
MPP there na me party ntimenya any problem the person me count near frafranto there no any NDC for the na daje I'll go in one after the other maybe you know Ghana need be a team if you want to be a neutral person if you are thinking about objectivity and truthfulness and honesty you can have an informed decision and take a decision that will help you shall we say I cannot say
that's what I say
and you am kwa cha to abakwa but me kan ni na me say ni na de akere now one can swap inconsistencies, propaganda, trolls, then you take a concrete decision for your own self.
Franko, you, but I can't I was saying in 2024, Kokobo sought a loan of 1.5 billion loan to finance the purchase of up to 650,000 metric tons of cocoa for 2025-2024 crop year. However, the proposal was failed due to unattract any interest from international finance institutions, a move attributed to Cocoa Board declining credibility and deteriorating the state of cocoa industry under the current government. Now, what you said, Omukoji Sikano, last of Omukoji, 32 years in him, 32 years after 32 years, be a Hobosian after comes on from home. Omukoji Bosian Baya. Kokwa also mukoku tua no omko man kwangu tua also omko man nyamo amen no so mfa koku ne de omfa momo
Ghana nkwani leaders bosia nko a
bosia Franko bosia 32 years ni de bia kwato koku hoje bosia to koku na hoje bosia to koku na Franko enti wonya mfaso to the extent say apeta mu kama wo de onkopa bosia say to camera de yaduma Franko na ko hai ne da baye
ne akotua
ne ha ne be nti bosoro so a sika yenya yentimi tetinka kaka
say the talk about this
no de dia wo hai
me see our leaders they don't think about us so me say me ya
me say ukwa ba bia Cocoa Board wo enkan mo say number 41 student there dem yo fidi no kwa me nkoma na kate so kwa me munya set kare
say
Cocoa Board ba mo nche be dan fofo mo si empanifo mo da pay akese sika die Cocoa Board for be si cocoa bean hotel bi o say ye musa say akuafo a motete o musika e be sie dodo say be down
and 90,005 2000 2000 it tells you say no Jack baby ada ne keke kona no hye to me dem no no hwe bia
Franko da hita
I wasn't convinced yes about oh say any akwa say
Formality.
Omo yɛ na yɛso yɛredi.
Franko da melase.
Yɛso bɛda ase.
Abusia for Franko the hater ana hotel in Canamedin at the Shaibu Lasisi Austin Bema and I feel jobless and a camera just a video on the boom. Say I don't know your school samba you be share with another edition.